Buried among the flurry of executive orders signed during President Donald Trump's administration, lies a directive that hasn't dominated headlines, but it might just redefine the way America defends its skies. While debates raged on about walls and trade deals, few noticed the quiet but significant call for the Pentagon to explore constructing an Iron Dome missile defense system in the United States. Could this advanced shield transform America's national security, or is it destined to remain a controversial, expensive dream? Stay tuned as we break down the executive order, the tech behind Israel's Iron Dome, and what such a system might look like for America. President Trump's executive order directed the Pentagon to explore the creation of an Iron Dome-like missile defense system for the U.S. modeled after the Israeli Iron Dome. This initiative aims to protect American cities, military installations, and other critical infrastructure from aerial threats such as missiles, rockets, and drones. The executive order was part of a broader effort to bolster the country's missile defense capabilities in light of evolving threats from adversaries like North Korea, Iran, and even terrorist organizations. But why hasn't this garnered more attention? Perhaps it's because missile defense systems lack the political flashiness of other policies, or maybe it's the daunting scale of what's being proposed. Either way, it's worth understanding how this directive could reshape the nation's defense strategies. Before we talk about America's potential Iron Dome, we need to understand the Israeli system it's modeled after. In 2011, Israel deployed the Iron Dome, a cutting-edge missile defense system designed to intercept short-range rockets and artillery shells. Developed by Rafael Advanced Defense Systems with support from the United States, the Iron Dome has become a cornerstone of Israel's defense strategy. The system operates using radar technology to detect incoming threats and launch interceptor missiles to neutralize them mid-air. Its success rate is staggering. Over 90% of rockets aimed at populated areas are intercepted and destroyed. In conflicts like the 2014 Gaza War and subsequent skirmishes, the Iron Dome saved countless Israeli lives. But this life-saving technology didn't come cheap. Each interceptor missile costs tens of thousands of dollars, and the total price tag for developing and deploying the system is estimated to be in the billions. Despite the cost, its effectiveness has been undeniable, turning it into a symbol of technological and strategic innovation in modern warfare. This isn't the first time the United States has dreamt of an ambitious missile defense system. Back in the 1980s, President Ronald Reagan proposed the Strategic Defense Initiative, famously nicknamed Star Wars. Reagan's vision was to create a futuristic shield capable of defending against nuclear missile attacks. It aimed to deploy space-based lasers, ground-based interceptors, and other advanced technologies to destroy incoming missiles before they could reach American soil. While the concept captured the imagination of the public and bolstered the U.S. position in the Cold War, it was ultimately deemed too technologically ambitious and prohibitively expensive. The science behind some of the proposed technologies simply wasn't feasible at the time, and the projected costs soared into the hundreds of billions of dollars. Additionally, critics argued that the initiative could destabilize global arms control agreements, leading to an arms race rather than enhanced security. By the early 1990s, Star Wars was largely abandoned, though some elements evolved into other missile defense programs. Let's imagine an Iron Dome for today's America, a country vastly larger than Israel and with different security challenges. While Israel's system protects a relatively small geographical area, an American version would need to defend a sprawling nation with diverse terrains and vulnerabilities. This means more interceptor sites, larger radar coverage, and likely a mix of land-based and sea-based systems to shield coastal and inland areas. The logistics are daunting. Experts suggest that scaling up such a system would require significant advancements in radar technology, interceptor missile production, and coordination with existing defense systems like the Patriot missile defense and Aegis ballistic missile defense. Moreover, questions arise about its cost-effectiveness. Would the system focus on protecting urban centers, military installations, key infrastructure? Balancing protection with affordability would be a monumental challenge. And then there's the issue of funding. Building an Iron Dome for America would require massive investment, likely hundreds of billions of dollars over several decades. For taxpayers, this raises tough questions. Is the cost justified given the nature of current threats? Critics argue that the money could be better spent on cybersecurity, diplomacy, or modernizing other areas of defense. For American soldiers, however, a domestic Iron Dome could offer unprecedented protection for bases and forward operating units against aerial attacks. It might even reduce the need for overseas missile defense deployments, allowing the military to focus resources on other strategic priorities. So, what's the verdict? Could an American Iron Dome shield the nation from 21st century threats? Or is it an ambitious dream fraught with logistical and financial hurdles? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think building an Iron Dome over America is a worthwhile investment in national security, or do you have concerns about its feasibility and cost? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with friends who care about America's future, and subscribe to Veteran Spot for more stories about military history, heroism, and policies shaping the lives of veterans and civilians alike. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.